everybody, my name's Cody Dedon and I'm the host of this tutorial series. I competed in NCFCA for 5 years, and in 2014 I was blessed to win the first ever NCFCA short film contest. I've been gaining hands-on experience working in the film industry, working with people like the producers of God's Not Dead to actors like Chris Pratt and Denzel Washington, and now I own my own film production company called Flashbang Productions, and we offer a wide range of video production services. If you're interested in taking advantage of those, you can hit us up at the email address that's on the screen right now. And in the meantime, I hope that you enjoy this tutorial series and learn a little bit about filmmaking. Location, location, location. Locations are a big deal when you're shooting your film. The difference between a scene looking really great and a scene looking really poorly can oftentimes be the difference between a convincing location and the location being your backyard. We can tell it's your backyard. So in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about how to find good locations, and if you don't have really great convincing locations at your disposal, what to do in order to make them work anyway. Now, on a typical movie, there's actually a department called the locations department. They're in charge of everything to do with locations. And so before a movie even begins to shoot, the locations department is contacted and given the script, and they read the script and they go out and they start searching for locations. Once they find a few locations that they think will work for the movie, they'll get the most important people in the film together and they'll go on what's called a location scout, where they'll actually go out and go to the actual locations, look around, and just see if they think those locations are going to work. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to think about what locations would be potentially available for you to use. I would suggest that you think about where you live, that you think about people who you know, your friends and family, what homes and businesses in different areas they have access to, and even think about people who you might know third hand. Maybe you know somebody who works with a guy over at this great location that you would like to film at. And so once you've kind of thought through that, then I would suggest just approaching those people, whether you know them or whether you don't know them, and just ask them, hey, we're gonna be making this film, would you mind if we filmed at your location? I think you'd be really surprised how nice people are and how willing people are to let you film on their different locations. Now, I don't usually encourage people to cheat, but when it comes to locations, the better you are at cheating, the more successful you're going to be as a filmmaker. Oftentimes, you're in a time crunch or you have limited resources as far as locations are concerned, and you go, okay, well, we have 9 scenes in 9 different places and we only have 1 house to shoot them in. What do? Well, you can still make it work by cheating. You can simply take what you have and through just a little bit of movie magic, make it look like the location that you're wanting to actually be filming at. For instance, when I shot the film Lost and Found, we shot the majority of it in a single house. And one of the scenes was supposed to take place in a dorm room, but we didn't have access to a dorm room. So what we did was we simply took a bedroom, we put a desk in it that looked like it would be in a college dorm, we put some school books there, and a nice little fan on the desk, a lamp, and voila, it looked just like a dorm room. And when I was showing it to one of my friends who was a little bit older than I was, he actually looked at it and he said, wow, where'd you find a dorm room to shoot at? And so I encourage you to cheat. If you don't have the right location, cheat it. That's what they say on film sets all the time. I won't just cheat it. We're supposed to be shooting this in Rome, but it's inside, nobody will know. We'll just cheat it. We'll shoot it in the downstairs lobby of this old vacant abandoned warehouse. So I just encourage you, even if you don't have all the right locations, just use a little creativity, throw some cool props in there, and nobody will know. A city nearby to where I live has this awesome huge ship in a harbor called the USS Kidd. Because it looks so cool, it's a World War II ship, a lot of people like to go and film by it. They like to set it as a great backdrop in the background while they're filming something, which sounds great, but unfortunately, it's not legal to actually use it in a video without permission. So one thing to keep in mind is that if you just go out filming wherever your little heart desires, then you may actually run into some legal problems if you just shoot anything as a backdrop or use anything as a location without asking permission first.